Hi. I'm. I want to discuss the horoscope of Yedurappa, and we all know he's 75 years, and the date is February. At the moment, whatever system you take, I mean, as per the moon, his dasha would be Mars. It is Mars Jupiter. Now we all know that in his case, Mars. If you look at the nakshatras, and from the nakshatras, try to analyze the situation of Mars, how powerful Mars is, and how powerful Jupiter is. Then you would see that his Mars is is Satvik, it is Vargotam, uh, and the placement of Mars in the nakshatra, it gives an impact to the fourth house from itself, and the Mool Trikon house is eighth, and the debilitation house which it sees, if you take Mars as Dasha, is the 10th house. So the Mool Trikon eighth, debilitation 10th, and exaltation the fourth house would suggest eighth house suggests issues, dangers, mm, in terms of sudden issues coming up, uh, some kind of fear is there, etc., etc. Fourth house is actually the crown, which is the crown which is there, and the debilitation house is the where from Mars, from the nakshatra theory, which I can't explain now. It is a 10th house, which from Mars becomes the focus house, which actually governs which is actually governed by which is actually not the strong house. And if you take Jupiter, here you would see that the Antardasha, which would be in operation, more or less, not the Pratyanta, but Pratyantardasha, there is a great kind of a relationship from the nakshatra, which is the Punarvasu nakshatra, which is there, which shows that there is a great kind of a harmonization between the second and the seventh house. Now, second house is again power, seventh house is again partnerships. So, and if you look at the current transit which is there in operation, you would the current transit which is there in operation. Just a moment, I will just take out my current transit which is in operation. Then Mars at the moment is with Ketu, it is exalted, and Jupiter is again in the Vishakha nakshatra, which is like shows that a person can fight, and he has the power of kind of working for his this thing. And Mars again is in Uttarashara nakshatra, which is again a nakshatra which says that which is a nakshatra which says it wants to win. It wants to have his supremacy there. And Jupiter again, I've already explained to you, it is in Vishakha. And Ketu, if you look at it, Ketu is in Shravana nakshatra. Shravan is basically a nakshatra where a person wants to communicate, but since Ketu is in Shravan nakshatra, it shows that the communication which would be there would be a loss of communication which could happen. So on a holistic kind of a thing, and today moon is in Punarvasu nakshatra. It is going towards Pushya nakshatra. So today is a day when he has to. It's a day where actually he can win the vote of confidence, or even if he doesn't win the vote of confidence today. Punarvasu is a nakshatra which says you have to try twice. It is like Lord Rama, he had to take support, and he had to go, and he finally won. So my net is I think that Mr. Yedurappa would finally win over this dilemma which is happening, and win over the issue which is there, and will come out to be successful in the end. Maybe not in the first trial, maybe in the second trial, but I'm quite confident of him. winning it. And I've not explained the astrological part of it, but I've just taken the nakshatras which are there of his this thing. Basically, which are basically exciting it. So let's understand Mars and Ketu means war. So it's a kind of a war. But today, if I go into the minor details, maybe he has to do 2 trials. Today he has to work first time. Today, in today's activity, first part of his activities, it will be unsuccessful. The second part of his activity would be successful, and he may come out as a winner. Thanks. Bye for now.